Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Surojo. I'm fourth semester English Department, IAIN Bengkulu. Today I would like to tell you about how to, the general tips of answering listening TOEFL test. The first is be familiar. It means that be familiar with the directions and then the format of TOEFL that you follow. So it is so important to you to be familiar with the TOEFL test. And then the second is note taking. It means that you make some keyword write a word in mini paper and then write your keyword, and then it's gonna be your supporting to your ideas. And then the third is improve your vocabulary. The more word you know, it will be easier to understand what the speaker say. So it's gonna be important to you, and then you have to increase your vocabulary. And then the fourth is listen for signal word. It means that when the speaker said about something like I have a structure in some like past tense or present or etc. Change ideas such as seldom and then at moment, and then change to your idea. And then number five is read the choice answer. When you listen, I mean that when you follow the TOEFL test, when the direction is when the speaker said the directions, you have to look at the choice answer. It's gonna be easy, and then you will be more understand, and then it's gonna be important to you. And then the number six is choose the easier. It means that choose the easier answer. When you are here listening TOEFL test, you judge that it is so easy, and then you have to answer the question. And also you have when you cannot understand what the speaker say, it's okay to just choose the easier and don't to the difficult. And then the number seven is pay attention. It is so important because when you are attending to the work, pay attention. You read the directions and then hear all of the speaker says, and then stay calm, and then just pay attention. And then in the listening TOEFL test, there are three parts. So it is divided to three kinds. The first is the short dialogue, the second is long dialogue, and then the last is the speech. And then I have some of tips to answer listening TOEFL test. Part 1 is short dialogue. The first one is categorize the type of exercise. So when you are listening, you are start to listening the short conversation. Firstly, you have to know what the topic, and then what kind of the exercise that you will answer. And then the second is recognize the key points. It is so important. It is such as keyword. It is time to keyword. You have to know the point of what the narrator or the speaker say. And then number 3 is find the connection between ideas. This means that in the short dialogues there are conversation between two people, and then uh, there are some ideas that you have to connect the ideas to answer your listening TOEFL test. And also number 4 is pay attention. Always pay attention to answer the listening TOEFL test. And then number 5 is don't forget to know about the expression. In the short dialogue, many of the conversation in this dialogue, there are many expression in this part, such as agreement and then idiomatic surprise and etc. It is so important to you, and then it is so helpful to you to understand what the expression made by the speaker. And then the part 2 is consists of long conversation. Sometimes we are bored about the conversation because bored about long conversation because sometimes we don't know what they say, and then but you just number 1 is listen carefully. There are long conversation. You listen carefully, and then take that you have to know what the idea of the conversation. And then the second is take note. It's also important in listening TOEFL test. Take a note when the speaker say that long conversation. It is so helpful to you to make a note because it is so long conversation. There are many kind of sentence that not used, and then it is so helpful for you. And then the number 3 is identify the main idea when when a speaker in conversation. So there are many of conversation. It is long, and then you just identify main idea of the long conversation. And then number 4 is don't leave. Don't leave the answer. Don't leave the question that not answered. It is so harmful to you. And then the part 3 is consists of the speech. It is a long speech, and then the tips is the first one is listen to spoken English. It means that you have to know spoken English well. You have to usually listen many of spoken English, so you don't have to difficult to answer. And then the second is listen to natural speech. So the natural speech, it's mean that there are many of kind of speech. It is some of the lecturer, and then say to the student, and then the student say about the topic. And then the third is listen to the different accent. I think it is so important to me because in English there are many. Not in English, in this world there are many accents used in spoken English, such as Chinese, and also like Americans, British. So you have to know what kind of the accent. So it is so useful to you to answer the listening TOEFL test. Okay, I think that's all my explanation about how to tips to answer the listening TOEFL test. So thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.